Hola, bienvenidos a la clase de español universitario. Hoy es martes, el 7 de abril y hace buen tiempo, hace sol. Inspiración. You can do it. I'm here to help. So I'm available. Anuncios. Sí, hay muchos anuncios. So, a couple of announcements. One, as I hope you noticed earlier, I left a message on the stream that if for whatever reason you are not able to do the university course online, they're still allowing you to withdraw from the class with no penalties, no dings on your transcript or anything like that. So it has to be done rather quickly. I think the date was April 24th. Look for the message on the stream if you're interested in doing that. Please also let me know if you do that. Just send me off an email so that I'll know, and I can follow up with the paperwork that needs to be done for that. You have to go and do the work to withdraw from the ISU class. I can't do it for you. Okay, so you have to go to the web page that I showed you, that I put on the stream, if you decide that you want to do that. Okay, now I'm here to help you and to get you through. If you want to stick with it, we can stick with it, and I'm going to be here for the long haul. Also, Josie, you had asked something about how about the high school class. I don't know if you said it as a joke or not, but one option with the high school class is Mr. Carter has authorized us to give either traditional grades, A, B, C, D, F, or to do a pass-fail grade. So if you wanted to withdraw from the ISU class, but we're still here with the high school class, you could do it, but maybe if you don't have the time or the means to be able to do it to the best of your, to be able to get an A grade or whatever, you could do it, and as long as you hit a 60, we could decide to do a pass-fail kind of grade and put that on your transcript for high school. Okay? So there's that option. Now, we don't all have to decide to do it the same way. If some of you want to do the traditional A, B, C, D grade, that's great. Many of you are doing well and getting the work in and doing just really exceptional work. So if you want to do that, you can choose for that option. If you decide, hey, I'm overwhelmed here and this is a lot, and you want to do a pass-fail kind of deal, let me know. Again, I'm going to assume we're doing a traditional A, B, C, D, F grade unless I get an email from you or a phone call from you, your parents. Talk to your parents about this. Make the decision that's best for your families. We're here to work together, okay? Now we're starting chapter 13. I'm going to try and organize the grammar information better. So I'm going to put it on as material under the classwork section of Google Classroom when I have extra videos or things like that. You're not required to watch them, but I'm putting them on because I think they will be helpful in helping to explain grammar concepts. Okay? I'll even put them on in order of which one I think is best to watch first, and then second, and then third. I just did that with the past participles. Past participles are verb forms. You take any old verb, like the verb cansar, which means to get tired. You cut the AR off, you add the auto on, cansado, and it becomes an adjective. Usually going to be used with the verb estar, so like estoy cansada, right? And like any other adjective, you'll make it match the subject, masculine, feminine, singular, plural. Anyway, there's some videos on that. There are around 12 irregulars that the book is having you learn, so I put an acronym on there, HAMPER and VDDDV, to help you remember which verbs are irregular and to practice those a bit. Chapter 13 is titled La Naturaleza, And the communicative goals, if you look at the very first title page of the chapter, says you will learn about, or you will learn how to talk about and discuss the environment and express your beliefs and opinions about issues. So that's the focus. Words having to do with the outdoors and the environment and that kind of thing. I'm trying to think what else. So, I know what else. So past participle is one of the grammar concepts. The other grammar concepts for this chapter are a continuation of the subjunctive. All right, remember that the subjunctive basically means we've got two moods in Spanish. One is the indicative, one is the subjunctive. The indicative indicates what someone sees as a fact, like, I am a girl, soy una chica. That's indicative. Subjunctive is anything that may be contrary to fact or have some unknowns to it, things that we're not sure of. Even if indicative is used, which is just regular present tense and preterite and imperfect, all of those are indicative moods, okay? But even if I say something that maybe nobody else believes, as long as I see it as a fact, I use just regular verb tenses, present, preterite. Like if I say, I know the sky is purple. Well, that may be contrary to fact, but as long as I, the speaker, believe it to be so, I will use the indicative. Yo sé que el cielo es morado, right? So the subjunctive is the opposite of that. It's when something is uncertain. That's why commands work like subjunctives. The yo, drop, swap thing, right? Because just because I tell you study Spanish doesn't mean it'll happen. If I say I want you to study Spanish, the I want part is certain. Boy, that is what I want. That you study Spanish, that part may or may not happen. That's where the subjunctive comes into play. And all of the grammar sections except for 13.4 are is a continuation of what we've learned with the subjunctive. So first of all is how to use it, which is to put the verb in the O form, drop the O, swap the ending to, if it's an AR verb, to the ER endings. If it's an ER-IR verb, to the AR endings, right? We have some weird things with stem changing ones. They do the yo, drop, swap thing, but they still follow the boot verb where the we form is not going to have a changed stem. You ran into a few of those in chapter 12. And one big thing on chapter 13 that they're adding in with the subjunctive is, I've told you, or I've indicated through videos, that after the word K is the big magic word that tells you that whatever comes after it is going to be in the subjunctive, like yo quiero que estudies. Es necesario que practiques. Es importante que hables español. Es importante que comas frutas. All right, so the stuff that came after the K is the yo, drop, swap subjunctive that may or may not happen. In this chapter, we're going to have an exception to that. When you see the word K, if it's used with an expression of certainty, then what comes after K will not be subjunctive. Usually, if you see K, what comes after it? Subjunctive. All right? This chapter, they're going to throw a few tricks in there like, yo sé que. Whatever comes after the K is going to be normal. Yo sé que usted es simpático. All right? If I didn't know you were nice, I would say, yo no sé que usted sea simpático. So if I'm not sure, then whatever comes after the K is going to be subjunctive. But if I am sure, yo sé que, es verdad que, es cierto que, no dudo que, I don't doubt that. Whatever comes after that K will just be regular old present tense. Okay? So be careful of those exceptions in this chapter. I'm going to upload videos and helps. Use the SuperSite tutorials. They should help you. Questions, put them on here. use this stream to ask your questions. Just throw it out there for everybody to see, because if you have that question, somebody else probably does too. Okay, all of that stuff aside, I'm here, I'm available. Email me, drop messages on Google Classroom. You can use the SuperSite, the SuperSite help. I went in and changed some settings, and I believe it makes it to where, I've seen it happen in my other classes, I've had some people do this, change some settings so that you can actually put a help request as you're doing an assignment on the SuperSite. And then it shows up on my end that somebody has a help request, and I can go in and answer those. Okay, so use that. Hopefully it's working. Also, if the SuperSite's grading things and you're like, come on, really? This should be right. You can put a grade review request, I think is what it's called, something like that in. Let me know if those things are working. Use them. I'm doing my work on this end. I'm checking things as often as I can. Okay, so I guess that's it. I'll quit rattling on. Once again, let me know if you've decided you want to, 1, withdraw from ISU, and if you do, follow the steps that I wrote about on the stream, and then email me and let me know. Also, let me know if you want a pass-fail grade rather than the traditional grade, because in either of those cases, as long as you request it, I can help out. Okay, but you gotta let me know. Don't ghost me. You gotta show up. If you can. If you can't, please, please, please let me know that something's going on so that I can adjust grades and we can work with you. Okay? If I don't hear from you, I don't know what to do to help you, so please be in contact with me. All right, take care. Adios.